Hey guys, welcome back for another video. This morning I wanted to give you a couple of updates on some things from previous videos, and then I also wanted to show you how to save a little bit more money by replanting. So first, the updates. I've got my leeks from the video I did about a week and a half ago. You can see that they are growing nicely. They're getting really big from those little nubs that I had. And then the onions that I planted in that video as well, you see they're starting to sprout, well, not sprout, but they're starting to continue their growth, so I can just trim these off anytime I need green onion for a recipe, and they just keep on growing. They don't stop. So those are awesome. The turmeric is what I'm most excited about. I soaked the rhizomes from the turmeric in water for a couple of days, just a damp paper towel, really, not actually in water. But you can see here, hopefully you can see this, got this little green guy coming up right here. That is just one of my rhizomes that's starting to sprout. There's another one here, and then I've got two more pots over here with the rest of my plants that are doing the same thing. So all told, right now I think I might have 8 coming up, which is not bad considering I started with 2. So if I keep that up, you know, in the next few years, it'll really increase a lot. So anyway, the turmeric is awesome. Anyway, also I wanted to give out a free shout out to Black Cow. Discovered these guys when I was living in North Carolina in, oh boy, 2006 maybe? So a ways back, and it's awesome stuff. That's what I use for all of my potting, and all my plants are doing really well. Maybe I'll give you a look at some of the stuff I've got going over here on the side in a minute. But I wanted to talk to you this morning about garlic. So how many times have you opened your refrigerator, gotten into your crisper drawer for some garlic, and it looked like that? I'm guessing most of you probably threw the garlic away. And I admit I used to do the same thing. But in recent years, I've been trying to grow garlic, and I haven't had much luck with it. And something that occurred to me is that it sprouts like this in the refrigerator. And I did a little bit of research, and I found out that garlic doesn't really tolerate heat all that well. And as you can see, the sweat beating up. It's 9 a.m. and it's already like the surface of the sun. We've had a very hot summer this year. Glasses are steaming up. So anyway, I'm going to plant these in this little planter that I just happened to find yesterday. Found it at work, of all places, and it was going to get thrown away. So I said, I'll take that. So anyway, that's going to go on my windowsill in the house, so these guys can grow in the air conditioning, and maybe I'll have better luck with it this time around. But basically all you want to do is, from what I've read, is you want to leave the skins on. I'm not really sure what purpose that serves, but people say it works. So I'm just going to separate all my little pieces here that have the green growing out of them. I'm going to stick them in the planter, put them on the windowsill in the house. They'll be able to get sun. If I put it on the kitchen windowsill, I'll have garlic chives for recipes anytime I want them. They'll just be right there, so that's probably where they'll go. But you know, same as this other stuff. You just stick it in the dirt, and you know, keep it watered and give it the atmosphere it needs. In which case, these like cool, so they're going inside. But I'm going to place these, I don't know, 3 inches apart, I guess. And I'll update later on down the road like I did with these. If they're growing, great. If they're not growing, I'll let you know it didn't work, and I'll try another method. But I think this is going to be a good one. So, okay, this is going to be a little closer, but that's all right. And that clove doesn't have anything growing on it, so I guess that's not going to go in. So hold on a second, and I will get repositioned, and I'll show you what I've got growing in pots over here on the side. I think you're going to like it. Okay, so I realized on reviewing my previous clip that you could not see where I was sticking the garlic cloves into the soil here. So just wanted to show you where I've got these spaced. They're probably a little close, but I don't want to waste one. I think they'll be okay. So anyway, yeah, like I said, these are going to be going into the house so they can stay cool and have a better chance of surviving. And let me bring you over to where the other plants are. All right, so we are over in my potting area. This is where I've been doing most of my gardening right now, because the rest of my property is basically still destroyed. We're waiting on the demo team to come and take down the old house, and then some of this stuff can find permanent homes. This one, starting off, this is a Barbados cherry tree. So this is going to get pretty big, and we're going to get cherries, and I'm really looking forward to that. I love cherries. So this is going to be great. This is about doubled in size since I got it 3.5, 4 months ago. So it's growing fast. We've got our pineapples. The pineapples are doing well. Over here, if you've ever had fresh vanilla beans cooked into anything, you know that it is the best vanilla ever. This is a vanilla orchid, so we're going to be getting vanilla beans off of that, which I'm very excited about. This down here is a cinnamon tree. I didn't even realize they grow here, but this is doing great. We got ourselves a pollinator here. He's hanging out on our African blue basil. African blue basil, in case you don't know, is a great plant. This thing will grow to huge proportions, and it will just keep on growing. And it doesn't die off and have to get replanted like some other basil varieties do. Here we have dragon fruit. I love dragon fruit, and it's really exciting to me that we're going to be growing our own. These plants also started off just little. The top of this stake right here, it was the top of this plant. And as you can see, it's just continuing on and going and growing and growing. So, very excited about that. Down here, we've got some cocoa plums. Cocoa plums, these guys are delicious little plums, and they grow into this big giant hedge. So that's going to give us some privacy and a little bit of noise reduction because we are a little close to the road, and plus it's going to feed us, so no downside there. We got some sweet basil growing here. We've got some oregano and rosemary. This here is Brazilian spinach. Brazilian spinach just keeps on growing. This particular plant started off about that big, also about 3.5 months ago, and you can see it's taking over this pot. It's actually going to have to go into another bigger one again very soon. And what you have here is basically edible ground cover. We've got oh goodness, let's see if I can step over some stuff. Some more Brazilian spinach there, some lemongrass. Down here we've got our own sweeteners. This is stevia or stevia, depending on how you pronounce it. This is a volunteer Everglades tomato that somehow ended up in this pot, but I'm not about to kill it because I love Everglades tomatoes. We've got katuk. Katuk is a very nutritious plant, and you can add this to stir fries. You can throw the leaves in your salads, however you want to eat it. It's also growing super fast. Here, I want to call these summer plums. I believe that's what they said they were. Oops, here we go. And this is also a tropical variety, and you can see on just this little plant, I've got these great big bunch of plums at the top. I'm really looking forward to those being ripe so we can try them out. So hold on just another minute and I'll take you to another spot in the yard. Okay, so this is a mulberry tree. This thing is about 3 feet taller than me, so it's getting up about 9 feet, I guess. And this tree I bought, around 4 months ago, and it fit in the back of my Jeep at that point. So if you know the cargo space in the back of a Wrangler, you know it's not 9 feet. This thing's growing like a weed. And if you've ever had a mulberry, they're delicious, and they're about the size of your thumb. Great big berries. So I'm really looking forward to the fruit on this tree. Hold on, I'm going to show you my star fruit next. All right, so this ginormous thing here is our star fruit tree. You can see it is absolutely loaded down with star fruit right now. Mostly we're just giving this stuff away at the moment, but normally we make a really nice jam with it, which my wife might be doing soon. So that may be a video of hers that I could direct you to. She does some cooking stuff. So that would be an interesting compilation we could do there. So anyway, also over here we have an orange tree. I almost forgot to show you. And we've got some really nice little oranges growing. Sometimes I really hate being near a road. So anyway, we're doing really well on oranges with just this one little tree this year. That's a big one there. So anyway, let me bring you back around here and we'll end this video. All right, so I think that's going to wrap things up. It is getting really hot. It's not even quite 10 a.m. I don't think, and what I would describe heat and humidity as right now is like devil's armpit, I guess. It's getting warm. Anyway, so I'm really glad that people are watching these videos. I hope you're getting something out of them. I don't really care about, you know, making money or getting endorsements or any of that kind of stuff like a lot of YouTubers do. It's their career. You know, it's not my focus, but I'm just trying to spread awareness, I guess, show you some tricks, some tips that I've learned, and ways that people can save money, because, you know, it's getting really difficult for a lot of people right now to buy groceries. And if you can grow your own in a small space, you know, even if it's not all the food you need, at least it'll supplement some. And so that's the whole purpose of this channel, is just to try to help people out. I've learned some things along the way that I want to teach other people. I'm still learning stuff, and as I learn those, I'm going to share them and, you know, hopefully help other people as well. So anyway, before I ramble too long, I'm going to wrap this up. But just one point, I showed you a lot of different foods, and I didn't cover a lot of it at the same time. We're really just trying to plan ahead, because years ago I could kind of see the way things were going, and unfortunately I was right about some stuff, and it's going to come to a point where we're going to be depending on our garden a lot more. So it's not too late to start. If you got some space, even if you don't have a lot of space, you can do something. So anyway, here I go rambling again. I get going on this stuff and I could talk all day. So anyway, just wanted to share this today, show you some of what we're doing, and hopefully that'll entice you to come back and see more of what's going on. All these plants I showed you that are in the pots are going to be getting some permanent homes soon. Once we get the old house demoed, I got some space to put them in. And we'll be done with this living on a construction site stuff, and can really get down to the homesteading, and I'll have a lot of good videos coming up. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and please come back for more. And always, as always, if you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so future videos will be notified. Really appreciate it. Thanks.